Let's go right into the passage. Geoglyphs are large-scale designs of lines or shapes created in a natural landscape. The Nazca lines are created in the Nazca Desert in Peru by several indigenous civilizations over a period of many centuries. Peruvian archaeologist Johnny Ayla specializes in these geoglyphs. At a German exhibit about the Nazca lines, he saw an old photograph of a large geoglyph of a whale-like figure and was surprised that he didn't recognize it. So, surprised, didn't recognize. Ayla returned to Peru and used a drone to search a wide area looking for the figure from the air. This approach suggests that Ayla thought that if he hadn't already seen it, the whale-like geoglyph, I don't know, was somewhere he hadn't looked? Somewhere he hadn't looked? I don't know. I don't know what they're going for here, but that's my guess. The thing with these guesses, by the way, is you got to be flexible, right? So if I'm filling in that blank, I know that I could be totally wrong. So it's just kind of my first instinct. But you got to be flexible. Sometimes it goes a different direction. So let's see where we are here. I genuinely don't know. The whale-like geoglyph must represent a species of whale that went extinct before there were any people in Peru. What? How would that even work? What are they talking about? They're not. He's not like discovering whale species. He's looking at these like geoglyphs. It's like a sculpture basically. It's like a big sculpture all along the ground. So. What? Must even is a terrible word. There's so much wrong with this choice. The whale-like geoglyph is actually located in Germany, not Peru. It isn't part of the Nazca lines at all. So he's flying over Peru looking for a whale that's in a completely different side of the globe. This is just like complete nonsense. C, the geoglyph is probably in a location Ayla hadn't ever come across while on the ground. So now he's flying over it. Yeah, okay, seems fine. Let's look at D. It was almost certainly created a long time after the other Nazca lines geoglyphs were created. We don't know that. Now, I know why that's tempting, because you're like, oh, he sees a picture of one and he hadn't seen it before, so maybe it's a new geoglyph. Maybe they just made it. But like, no, the whole point of these geoglyphs is that they're old. Several indigenous civilizations over many centuries. These are old. Like, it's not new. And so he's looking for it because he's just never been in that spot. So this is just like another common trap is the element of time. This is not a passage about a before and a during and an after, right? It's not about time passing. It's about looking at a place. So this is about location, not about time. So yeah, I hope you get this. This does go to show too that these logic questions are not always hard. People hate these. They call them the inference questions and they're like, oh, these are the worst. They're terrible. Honestly, some of them are easy. The ones that are hard, I think, is just most people don't know how to look for traps and play the game, but I don't think these are any harder in general than some of the main idea questions. So I wouldn't be afraid of these. There's other harder passage questions, but the logic ones are not so bad. If I were running out of time on a reading module, I wouldn't skip these. I would do these. Most of them are fine.